Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Saturday. Hope everybody having a nice weekend. You know what I'm saying? Little thunderstorm out here in the tri-state area in New York City. What's good? Say what's up to the people out here. Chick in the building. What's good, man? Charles, Cheese, El Queso. They're the white DBC. What's good? Danny Medina in the building. Danny Medina in the building. One of the members of Punch Drunk Boxing. If you want to become a member of Punch Drunk Boxing, the link is in right there. It's in the pin. You know what I'm saying? Want to support the channel, want to support the grind, want to support the movement, want to support real boxing, unbossy, logically and objectively takes from Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's go, man, in the building. What's good? HLD in the building. What's good? What? And yesterday was an epic live with the two division undisputed, two division lineal, two division walking Hall of Famer. Teofimo Lopez joined us yesterday, chopping it up about everything. What happened with Josh Taylor, the ins and outs of the sport of boxing, why he's retired. If you haven't checked out us, I'm not even going to call it an interview. Just chopping it up. This is the home of Teofimo Lopez as well, man. This is home right here. Kevin Effect in the building. Kev in Effect in the building. What's good? Kevin Effect in the building. What's good, my brother? Canelo versus Benavidez 2023. We're going to be talking about that already. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide. Canelo Alvarez, you are charged to face one man and one man only. Just Blaze in the building. What's good, man? Just Blaze. Mexican in the building. Y'all crazy saying someone with a record of 60 plus pro fights is scared of Benavidez is clownish. Let me see where it's at right now. Let me see the poll. I don't know how many people voted. I'm just giving it to the people. 16 people already voted. Canelo scared of Benavidez, 47%. Worthless to fight Benavidez, 0%. Building to fight Benavidez, 22%. No other Mexican could take his place, 25%. Right now, Canelo scared of Benavidez is leading the way. Vaughn in the building. What's good, man? What's good? Great live indeed, right? It was an epic live, y'all. It was an epic live, man. It was an epic live, bro. What's good, man? God bless each and every one of y'all, man. God bless each and every one of y'all. Hold on, let me listen to this right quick. I see it. HLD, but we'll see. We'll see when he meets up with Boricua's own Paco, the WBO president, going over there. Teofimo Lopez is gonna go out there in Puerto Rico, and they're gonna be celebrating his win. And see what's gonna be happening in the junior welterweight division. What's good, y'all? Y'all already know, man. I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. And I understand in this community, breaking it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively, it's like not the norm. In this community, you know what I'm saying? Like in this community, I think the boxing content creators, the independent media, whatever you want to call it, the ones that break it down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively, we're the one that get the most flack. Yeah, we're the one that's least respected. We're the one that actually brings the not so much of a good traffic. Over here in the YTBC, you got to pick a corner. Either you're going to hate Canelo Alvarez, or either you're going to love Canelo Alvarez. And these both type of content and narrative just keep on going at each other, keep on swinging, keep on shooting. There's going to be channels out there that is the debunk Canelo Alvarez narrative. Like, you know what I'm saying? The negative narrative that Canelo Alvarez have. There's debunk channels that want to debunk those other channels. And these other channels that diss Canelo Alvarez, unfortunately, diss him and things of that nature. Say that he no good, saying that he ain't real, saying he don't fight the best, saying they only fight European fighters, all these bad narratives. He don't want to fight the black slick fighter. And then this side is saying, no, what have you done? He's doing the same thing that Flo Mayweather's done. But Javon said David, and it's just like a back and forth thing. But Punch Round Boxing, we break things out unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. I could hold Canelo Alvarez accountable and praise Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez has been holding boxing down. We understand that. Entendíamos eso, mi gente. Canelo Alvarez has been holding boxing down, has put boxing on the shoulder. The king of the cash cow of the sport of boxing, aka King Nello, aka Cartelo, aka Cash Nello, aka Payday, aka get that fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez got nothing to prove, really. Canelo Alvarez is a 4th division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, could retire right now, walk into a first battle Hall of Famer with rose petals and a red carpet. You know what I'm saying? So he can step on. He said, apologize. Get the fuck out of here. Tell him to show you the proof. If he could show you the proof, I shut my channel down. How about that? If he could show you the proof that I sent an email, how about I shut my channel down? Matter of fact, tell him to show the proof and I give him my passcode to my channel. See, you like liars. That's what it is. I don't understand. Tell him you being lied to. You know what I'm saying? Tell him to show you the proof. If it was that, why didn't he show you the proof? Think about that. Think about that, Jeezy. If it was true, tell him to show you the proof. I dare you to tell him to show you the proof. No. Tell him to show you the proof. Because if I have proof of something, I will show you. I will show you. Tell him to show you the proof. That motherfucker still mad because I roast him in his own debating in his own platform, and he still can't get over it. He still can't get over it, my brother, and y'all can't get over it. I'm the thickest smoke in the YTBC. Nobody could touch me. Nobody could touch me. I'm the thickest smoke in the YTBC. That's why. And that debate was like almost like 3 years ago. 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Still. Got him right there. Still thinking about me. Haven't even said a word about that guy almost 3 years. Yeah, that's not an email. Yeah, I support anybody. That's what I'm saying. They hate, I support. They just mad. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. You're going to troll one more time, you're going to get kicked out. One more time, you're going to troll, or you want to keep it real? Because I'm good with keeping it real. If you could keep it real, we could keep it real. If you want to troll, you're going to get blocked like they do over there. One more comment out of line, you're blocked. One more comment out of line, buddy, you're blocked. Kenneth, ¿qué lo que mi hermano viva con mi comunidad de boxeo? Kenneth con el super chari party gay. Dímelo, mi hermano. Hey, if you want to finish that debate, I'm right here, my friend. You man. You blocked. Yes. Y fuera. Se fue el tipo. Y fuera, mi hermano. Go find another account. So you got to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with the disagreements. I'm good with the hate, but let your hate have some stability, have some power on your hate. Yeah, man. One more. Pew! Pew! Y fuera. See, you could have stayed. You know what I'm saying? You could have stayed and keep it real and stuff like that. But what's good, True? What's good, True? Over here, we're breaking it unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. Punch, you did a great job at the Spence Crawford Media Day, man. Love how you asked Steven Espinoza about Andrade versus Charlo. Yeah. I haven't even put that one. Did I put that one down? Oh yeah, I think I uploaded that one. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I roasted Cat back in the days and stuff like that. He's still not over. He's still talking about me and shit like that in his other platform. Don't worry, man. It's all right. It's okay. You're gonna live on that. I'm gonna make him live off that. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was trying to say that Earl the True Spence is pound for pound number one. around that time when Canelo Alvarez was about to become undisputed. This guy said Earl Spence was pound for pound number one. And he also had Gary Russell Jr. He also had Gary Russell Jr. in the pound for pound list. The motherfucker had a pound for pound list that had Gary Russell Jr. Wanted to talk to me about boxing. Oh man, it was an interview. It was chopping it up. That's what I'm talking about. It was an interview with Teofimo Lopez that was out here yesterday on Punch Drunk Boxing, chopping it up. This is his home, man. This is home. You know what I'm saying? It was an interview. It was chopping it up with one of the boys, the Drunk Nation crew, who happens to be the champ until the Hipocrita came in. Y'all, both of y'all need a showdown for real. Y'all need a showdown. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need a showdown for real. Anyway, man. Anyway. Canelo Alvarez. For how many years and for how many videos I have praising Canelo Alvarez? I've been praising Canelo Alvarez all for a long time, my friends. Canelo Alvarez, put it this way. Even I've been giving Canelo Alvarez a pass. Even Punch Drunk Boxing been giving Canelo Alvarez a pass. He said, Gary, fight once every 2 years. Russell Jr. The motherfucker had Gary Russell Jr. in his pound for pound and said he wanted to debate me about boxing. And then he muted me. He was muting me. He blocked me and stuff like that. And then the next day on his live show, then I roast him on my live. And then the last time he said, I want to finish my breakfast because you can't finish it, bro. You can't finish this, man. You was choking on this shit. I'm like, I'm fish and I got a lot of bones. I'm fish and I got a lot of bones. He was choking on that shit. Motherfucker want to tell me around that time that Earl of True Spence is pound for pound number one. Motherfucker was drunk. And I'm punch drunk. Pookie crazy. Orisha in the building, my friend. Orisha in the building. Yo, it was an epic live yesterday. Epic live. Shout out to the champ once again. But it's time that we are not going to give Canelo Alvarez a pass. I've been giving Canelo Alvarez a pass here and there because of what he's done in the sport of boxing. Like I said, he's been carrying the sport of boxing. His resume speaks for itself. He's a future Hall of Famer. He could retire right now. I think Canelo Alvarez got nothing to prove. Canelo Alvarez really got nothing to prove. As much as I want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, as much as I want to see, Canelo Alvarez can get back out there versus Bivol. As much as I want to see Demetrius Andre versus Canelo Alvarez because he didn't give him the undisputed matchup when they was in 160. As much as I want to see Jamar Charlo, all those matchups are great. I want to see it. I will pay for it. I will promote it. I will talk about it each and every day leading up to those fights. But he really got nothing to prove. Those are the facts. He really got nothing to prove. But if you're going to stay active and you're going to hold some titles, you got some responsibilities. Now I'm giving a pass. Look, if you really look at my channel, when Canelo Alvarez tested positive for performance enhancing drugs, I didn't go at Canelo Alvarez. I didn't go at him like a lot of channels went at him. You know what I'm saying? I was giving it the benefit of the doubt. I was giving Canelo Alvarez the benefit of the doubt that he didn't step inside the ring dirty. You know what I'm saying? I swept that one. I ain't want to talk about it too much. I give him a pass. In 160-pound division, in 154-pound division, let me tell you like this. In 154-pound division, when I wanted Canelo Alvarez to become a world champion, after the Mayweathers and stuff like that, after the Mayweather fight, he could have became a champion. He could have fought Demetrius Andre in 154 as the number one, as in the mandatory position to Demetrius Andre in 154. And he chose to fight Kirkland. Okay. All right. Okay. You don't want to. Okay. Fight Kirkland. That led up to a Miguel Cotto fight. Okay. Miguel Cotto, we got to keep our mouth shut. He fought a legend and stuff like that. And if you ask Canelo Alvarez, he said that was his best win of his career. His best performance of his career. That's what Canelo Alvarez said to Miguel Cotto. So, okay, you got a legend. Then in 160, one of the most prestige division in the sport of boxing, one of the most lucrative in the sport of boxing. It had great names. It had Triple G. It had Canelo Alvarez. It had Daniel Jacobs. It had Demetrius Andre when he moved up and got a position to become a 160-pound champion. And Canelo Alvarez, we wanted to see an undisputed middleweight champion since Jermaine Taylor. And Canelo Alvarez said that that's his goals. His goals was to become a middleweight undisputed champion. And then there was one belt left. One belt left. Una correa, un título. And that was Demetrius Andre. Paperwork with Golden Boy Promotions. Didn't sign the extension. Should have never waited that long. But of course, when we look at everybody else's business, we hold them accountable, right? We held Bud Crawford accountable. We held James accountable. We held all the fighters that were PBC. I see a lot of PBC narratives and stuff like that holding the fighters accountable. A lot of people hold the Demetrius Andre business mishaps accountable. But when it came with Canelo Alvarez got in a pass. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Even Canelo Alvarez has gotten a pass when it comes to his business mishaps, just like in the Undisputed in 160. But the world of boxing gave Canelo Alvarez once again a pass because he traded legacy for legacy. He did not fight an undisputed bout in 160, but he still went up to 175 pounds, dare to be great, fight Sergey Kovalev, one of the most dangerous fighters around that time, that beaten Anthony Yard, a young, hungry lion, stopped him with a jab. Canelo Alvarez went to the 175 and became a 3-division world champion. So it was hard to hold him accountable, right? So it was another pass we gave Canelo Alvarez. And then Canelo Alvarez went on an undisputed spring, going one by one, E by one. Now, a lot of people around that time was talking about David Benavidez, but David Benavidez, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what happened. He was on that, I'm in love with the cocoa. He got stripped. I'm in love with the donuts. He got stripped again. And the reason why we saw the year German and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, is because David Benavidez took himself out that position. So there was a pass to be made. Hold on, let me turn something down. Say in the building. Say Canelo, 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 Canelo. David in the building. What's good? Okay. So he fought Yurgen, fought Callum Smith, fought Billy Joe, went to PBC to get the undisputed, get the IBF. Became undisputed. And I had, and smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. Vamos a hablar de boxeo. Ahora mismo, mis hermanos y mis hermanas. And then I said, damn, Canelo Alvarez, he's in Michael Jordan mode. He's on Kobe mode right now. He's on that fourth quarter, 2-minute Michael Jordan mode. He is invincible right now. Even during the pandemic, Canelo Alvarez has put the boxing world on his shoulder. Canelo Alvarez became an undisputed champion, something that Oscar de la Hoya, the Golden Boy, the 6th Division World Champion, never became. People that night were saying that Canelo Alvarez is the greatest Mexican that ever fought. Even Julio Cesar Chavez himself, senior. I'm not talking about the one that wears stilettos with the blue hair. I'm talking about the legend. Legend, I said that, Canelo Alvarez is the best Mexican fighter that ever lived. And I said the next fight that Canelo Alvarez could fight, I give him a pass because he's done something so great. Go get your money, Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, they petitioned for Makabu. I wasn't even mad. And we're going to go back to Makabu. I wasn't even mad that Eddie Reynoso, Canelo Alvarez team petitioned for Makabu. And I said, whoa, Canelo Alvarez has the chance to become a 5-division world champion. I remember I made a lot of videos with Makabu and Canelo Alvarez. Please, Canelo Alvarez, give me a chance. Thank you. You went to the WBC and petitioned for me. Wow. We didn't even know who Makabu was. I'm going to tell you like this, Makabu. Hey, yo, this is the power of Canelo Alvarez, that they petitioned for a fight, that they pulled out from that petition, right? But Makabu fought a dude, and they put that shit pay-per-view because we thought that Canelo Alvarez was gonna fight Makabu. That's how powerful that Canelo Alvarez is. Because Canelo Alvarez could say, "I'm gonna fight you next," and you fight somebody else, and you do pay-per-view. Of course, that was the Don King website pay-per-view, but it was still pay-per-view. And I said, you know what, we gotta get Canelo Alvarez a pass. And then there was an official offer for the fight that we all wanted to see, but it was a package deal. The PBC gave Canelo Alvarez a good package deal with the same money that the Zone had on their package deal. Now, of course, let's be real, let's be honest. The names that's been linked to Canelo Alvarez for a while has been Jermall Charlo, Demetrius Andre, David Benavidez. If I say what's the names that has been linked to a potential opponent to Canelo Alvarez, it's been Demetrius Andre, Jermall Charlo, David Benavidez. Whether you like them or not, those are the names that's been linked to a potential opponent for Canelo Alvarez for the longest. If we're talking about the 154 and we're talking about Canelo Alvarez being in position to fight for the WBO strap with Demetrius Andre, that was 9 years ago. So Demetrius Andre and Canelo Alvarez fight has a potential fight or has been linked to a Demetrius Andre for 9 years, 2014. Charlo was in position for a Canelo Alvarez fight, but Canelo Alvarez took the franchise. And even with the franchise, I did not like it, but even with that, Canelo Alvarez still did what he had to do to attain legacy. A little bit of the people, I'm not going to say that he got a pass for it, but he didn't get swallowed up, pause, for it. And then we couldn't hold him accountable because David Benavidez is the one that fucked up. So then Canelo Alvarez avoided David Benavidez. Why? Yo, it's low? What you talking about? The mic is low? Yo, mic is low. Yo. Is it low? He said, where are all this 175s? Yo, mic is low. They might even know. Let me see. Yo. Hey, yo. I don't know if the mic is low. The mic is low? It's good? I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, man. HLD said it's good. All right, man. Good looking out, HLD. Oricha said, what will motivate Canelo Alvarez to fight David Benavidez? We could hear you. Okay. So who's saying it's low, man? Put your volume up, King. It's good. So then Canelo Alvarez avoided David Benavidez and Jermall Charlo. Oh, no, he didn't punch drunk. He didn't avoid no David Benavidez. Oh, yes, he did avoid David Benavidez. I ain't calling him a duck. I ain't calling him scared, but he did avoid David Benavidez because he picked up the DAZN deal. It was the same type of money. Punch only takes instruction from members. They're trolling. Right? So he avoided David Benavidez and Jermall Charlo. Remember, he was supposed, if he would have picked up the PBC deal, he would have fought Jermall Charlo in Cinco de Mayo, then he would have fought David Benavidez on that September for Mexican independence. He picked the DAZN deal, and he picked up a fight that nobody asked Canelo Alvarez to do or ask. Nobody linked Canelo Alvarez to Bivol. Nobody. And even though I say yes, that Canelo Alvarez could do whatever he want to do, and yes, probably around that time, Canelo Alvarez, maybe that's a more challenging fight because he's moving up to the 175-pound division. Bivol has a good background in the amateur circuit. You know what I'm saying? I did not like the Triple G trilogy. Everybody knows that. That was the beginning of my little nitpicking frustration. As much as I could say, well, Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez was not going to, Charlo and David Benavidez was not going to give Canelo Alvarez any belts or anything of that nature. But those are the names that was linked to Canelo Alvarez. Those were the names that was in position to fight Canelo Alvarez for a long time, even a Jermall Charlo 160. Whether you a fan of them or not, those are the truth. Jamar Charlo was in position for a Canelo Alvarez fight longer than even the David Benavidez, than the Bivol, than the Ryder. But in this community, a lot of people was hating on it. For whatever reason, a lot of people was hating on it. Canelo Alvarez picks the DAZN deal and fights Bivol. Many was saying that Bivol was a cherry pick. People was crazy to say that was a cherry pick. Yeah, even I thought that Canelo Alvarez was going to beat Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol, he went for legacy once again, and Dimitri Bivol beat him, outboxed him, made him look like he's not even on his level. To the point where it questioned Canelo Alvarez team and himself, saying, well, at least I went up. I'm little. At least I went up and fight Dimitri Bivol. Okay. The next fight, well, there was a rematch clause. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a rematch clause. Canelo Alvarez could have had Dimitri Bivol once again. And I said after the fight, if you go back to the live, I said that I believe that Canelo Alvarez is an all-time great. I believe that Canelo Alvarez can go back to the drawing board, fix things up, go back to the lab, run more, have that good stamina, and come right back and fight or showcase a better performance than the first fight. I was debating guys and saying, no punch, but he signed the Triple G deal, so he got to fight Triple G. I said, no, there's a rematch clause. Even Triple G knows that there's a rematch clause. The Belt Federation knows that if there was a rematch clause, then Triple G got notified and everybody else got notified, so they can't mandate nobody until Canelo Alvarez declines the rematch clause. And what did happen? Canelo Alvarez actually did what I thought he was not going to do. Because I believe in the technical fortitude of Canelo Alvarez, the mental fortitude. I believe the Canelo Alvarez. He said, man, I want to get back right back. I thought that Canelo Alvarez was going to do what he did when there was a draw with Triple G. Get right back on your horse and get the guy that gave you that L. He declined the rematch clause. He could have had Bivol. He declined the rematch clause and he fought Triple G, the trilogy. I was not happy with the fight. But I'm a fan of Canelo Alvarez, and I'm going to support Canelo Alvarez and what he was going to do. I had media credentials for the Canelo Alvarez and Triple G trilogy. I had the New York City press conference media credentials. I went to Tao Restaurant. If y'all seen the interview that I had with Canelo Alvarez, I did have the interview with Canelo Alvarez, but something pissed me off leading up to interviewing Canelo Alvarez. They told me not to bring up, not to ask him questions about two fighters. And then right there, it really like, what? Because why stop my work? There's certain questions I really wanted to ask that when they told me not to ask about these two fighters, it really scrapped anything I really wanted to ask really about Canelo Alvarez because I really didn't care about the trilogy. I didn't have no questions to ask about Triple G. I wanted the questions, what about the future? I wanted to ask some David Benavidez questions. I wanted to ask even Demetrius Andre questions because, of course, the infamous, get the fuck out of here, man. Before I interviewed Canelo Alvarez, the PR people said, don't ask him questions about David Benavidez and Demetrius Andre. True story. I said, whoa, shit. Fuck, I'm gonna ask him. I was like in a limbo right now, like, all right, because those were the questions I really wanted to ask. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck I gotta ask him? It got to the point when I'm like, would you have your daughter to fight? I even said, if you look at the interview, I said, I was just talking about what your greatness and stuff like that. Now it's just to marvel. It's just to give him praise. It was not really even giving him questions. I'm just praising him now because they took my questions away. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like this media credential shit. If they're if they're gonna dictate my questions, I don't like it. But then right there, I noticed, like, damn, why David Benavidez and why Demetrius Andre? And then I started thinking, man, he always saying that these guys got to fight each other. He didn't want to fight Mexican fighters, remember? He's not fighting David Benavidez. He didn't fight Demetrius Andre for undisputed 160. And they came up with those two names. Like, nobody even was asking him any questions about Demetrius Andre. Nobody. In the press conference, nobody even mentioned Demetrius Andre. Of course, they mentioned that David Benavidez here and there, right? But you can't ask him a question about Demetrius Andre and David Benavidez, two guys in which I feel if anybody say punch, who you think are the fighters that you feel if you had to say that Canelo Alvarez avoided, tell me the fighters. I will say those two names. But those are the two names they told me I can't ask. Okay, Canelo Alvarez fights Triple G, beats Triple G. I didn't feel like he had a great performance. I feel like he had a good performance. It wasn't anything of that. Wow. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting an older guy. I thought he was going to take out Triple G. I said if you don't take out Triple G, I think that Canelo Alvarez is not looking invincible anymore. Triple G actually won the championship rounds in almost all the scorecards. And then, all right, okay, you got that thing out the way. Now, he went outside of the 168 pounds to fight Bivol. He fought 160 pounds and defended his titles in 168 with a 160 pounder. And now you did what you had to do, Canelo Alvarez. Now that David Benavidez is in great position, has been in mandatory position in the WBC, I want Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. And Canelo Alvarez actually did something that I never thought that he would do in the position that he's in, because I gave him the ultimate respect. I still do give him the ultimate respect. I love Canelo Alvarez, one of my favorite fighters. I love Canelo Alvarez. But I never thought that Canelo Alvarez would pick John Ryder. I never thought Canelo Alvarez would steep that low to pick John Ryder. I don't give a damn what anybody say. This is my opinion. I'm the fan of Canelo Alvarez. I've been in the YTBC fighting for Canelo Alvarez, vouching for Canelo Alvarez, giving a pass to Canelo Alvarez. So please, Canelo Alvarez, don't you give me a John Ryder so I could go out here in these airwaves to preach about you while you give me a John Ryder, a fight that nobody in their world asked for. John Ryder as an opponent was so bad that not even the media in Mexico asked John Ryder a question during the press conference. That's how bad the opponent was. And not only how bad the opponent was, the numbers was bad. So you already know the opponent was bad. Nobody got fooled. And yeah. Bro, he just came back from a surgery. It was basically a tune-up. You got to remember, King. You got to remember, King. Because I hear this a lot. King, my brother, you got to remember this. That Canelo is not held to the same standard as other fighters. Canelo raised a bar. So when Canelo raises that bar, we live to that bar. We live through that standard. If Errol Spence is coming from a car accident, flipping around, losing his teeth, scaving his body and all that stuff, and he comes back and fights Danny Swift Garcia, I don't need Canelo Alvarez, who we're vouching for, to fight no John Ryder. If David Benavidez hasn't fought anybody like Canelo Alvarez stated in his fight after Triple G, right? If David Benavidez hasn't fought anybody but Anthony Durrell, then why not make David Benavidez your tune-up? Why not make David Benavidez your tune-up? Why John Ryder? Why? Why when Canelo Alvarez started being promoted by Eddie Hearn, the Englishman, he started saying things like, I don't want to fight Mexican fighters. Did Eddie Hearn molded or instill Canelo Alvarez that forget about your people? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to break it down. I got to keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. You know what I'm saying? When You say that you don't want to fight Mexican fighters or you don't want to fight your own or whatever. Even if a black fighter says, I don't want to fight black fighters. If a Mexican or Latino says, I don't want to fight another Latino. But let's say a Puerto Rican say, I don't want to fight another Puerto Rican. Or Cuba doesn't want to fight another Cuban. Or Asian doesn't want to fight another Asian. In boxing, what you're saying is, I don't want to give them an opportunity. That's what you say in boxing. In other words, that's boxing. It's about opportunity. When you say I don't want to fight another Mexican fighter, that's mean you don't want to give another Mexican the opportunity. You've given John Ryder the opportunity to be rich and go into the sunset. You've given Billy Joe Saunders the opportunity, even though that was that you needed that so you could become undisputed. You gave Caitlin Platt, you gave Callum Smith, Billy Joe, and John Ryder when nobody asked for a John Ryder fight. You got Bivol and stuff like that. And you got Triple G. And some of these people that we didn't ask for these fights. We didn't ask for these fights. So now we hear in the triggers, we hear that Canelo Alvarez, our support of Canelo Alvarez fighting Badou Jack because Canelo Alvarez could become a 5-division world champion. Now I'm seeing something from my brother. Let me go to my brother's message. Let me see if I can find it because you said something that I'm listening to the debunk army. I'm reading the tweets of the debunk army and I read something like this. Let me see if I can find it. Where's my brother at? Because I want to highlight this because I hear a lot of people debunking the frustrations of the other people that want to see Canelo Alvarez fight David Benavidez. Hold on. Let me see where's that. Damn, I saw it like a while ago. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like. I read people in Twitter saying, but Canelo didn't ask for the fight. It was Badou Jack that asked for the fight. Why would Canelo Alvarez move up 30 plus pounds to fight Badou Jack? But then y'all want to criticize him if he was going to give Badou Jack a catch weight to come down 20 pounds and a rehydration clause. Has anybody read that or heard that in this community, in the YTBC, in the YouTube boxing community, or on Twitter? Have y'all heard that? Come on, I need some participation. Have you heard anybody say, well, Canelo Alvarez didn't ask to fight Badou Jack. It was Badou Jack that said that he wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez. And Canelo Alvarez, it's a lot for him to move 32 pounds up. You know what I'm saying? And so don't get mad at Canelo Alvarez for wanting him to come down 20 pounds. Have anybody read and said these things? I need some participation. I don't see the comment section moving. Is it my end or what? Salute, the son of Jersey. Let me see where we at. I don't see no participation right now, so I don't know. Let me see if it's in my end that is lagging. I have I'm okay with the cat twin hydro, but not for my man Cruiserweight Bill. Why doesn't David Teen's petition for the mandatory precision? Set side in the building. Go dos pesos. I just want to give me a yes or no. Give me a yes or no, guys. Have you heard people say that Canelo Alvarez didn't ask for the fight? It was Badou Jack. So why would Canelo Alvarez? Why y'all getting mad of the 20 pounds? Because Canelo Alvarez could have moved 32 pounds up. So why people getting mad? It was Canelo Alvarez that's asked for the fight. It was Badou Jack that asked for the fight. Have y'all heard that? I seen people writing it on Twitter. But if you hear anybody saying that, if you see it on Twitter and things of that nature, I remember that that Canelo Alvarez team asked for the Makabu fight. And I didn't hear no catch weight shit. So if you could go up there and almost fight Makabu, matter of fact, y'all petitioned for Makabu. So that's why I felt that the Badou Jack and Canelo Alvarez fight was good. It's because you went out there to the WBC convention and actually petitioned for Makabu. And I didn't hear no catch weight, and I didn't hear no rehydration clause, and I didn't hear no problems of Canelo Alvarez moving up to cruiserweight division. And matter of fact, what Canelo Alvarez actually said is that I trust Eddie Reynoso, and I will do whatever Eddie Reynoso tells me to do. That's what I heard from Canelo Alvarez. Am I right or wrong? HLD con los 5 pesos de super chari parique. Say, yo, I respect Canelo, but this musical chair as to who he's fighting next should be an easy decision. The next best fighter. I already missed the takeover. Yes. The takeover, he don't marinate fights or build fights. He just said, I want to fight the best, and I fight the best. Come, am I right or wrong? Good looking out HLD. Boricua in the building. Am I right or wrong? Was it Canelo Alvarez team that petitioned the cruiserweight WBC champion at the time, Makabu? Yes or no? Yes or no? Was it Canelo Alvarez team to petition after the Caleb Plant fight? Was it Canelo Alvarez team that went to the WBC convention to petition for the Makabu fight? Or y'all want me to go out there and pull the receipts? Oh, we know boxing. After the Caleb fight, he said he had 3 fights already set up and wasn't waiting. Okay, I see. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm trying. I want to see if y'all participating. I want to see if y'all listening to me or something. Punch, when to take over, when you prove to me that you still got it. Oh, I still got it, bro. I still got it. Always gonna have it. All right, I don't see the participation, so let me just keep on rolling. So Canelo Alvarez team petitioned at WBC for Makabu. I didn't hear, and look, I know other Canelo Alvarez fans. I know another kid. I'm not even seeing a fight. Charles Edward Cheese in the building. Queso. What's good, brother? I didn't hear the Canelo Alvarez fan base say that Canelo Alvarez should be given a stipulation to Makabu. I didn't hear no stipulations for a potential Canelo Alvarez and Makabu fight. Am I right or wrong? I didn't hear no stipulation. And this is Canelo Alvarez on his high. This is Canelo Alvarez after the Caleb Plant. This is the Canelo Alvarez that I said that looked invincible on his undisputed streak. I did videos about it. I said I'm good with the Makabu fight. 5-division world champion. Canelo Alvarez fans in this community said, wow, Canelo Alvarez trying to fight Makabu. There was other people that be like, man, come on, man. Even I think it was Timothy Bradley or other people said, man, you scared, man, fight David Benavidez. But I was like, damn, Canelo Alvarez going out there to cruiserweight to fight Makabu, a champion. A lot of people didn't know who Makabu was, but we were still supportive of Canelo Alvarez because we said he could do whatever he wanted to do at the time. So now, another cruiserweight got the title, but you know what? A lot of people know who's this cruiserweight. He's not Makabu. He's Badou Jack, a 3-division world champion and highly respected as well. Highly respected as well. Badou Jack said, I won't be fighting Canelo next. They said the weight differences is too much. They wanted to drain the old man and fight me at 20 pounds under the cruiserweight limit for the title, plus a rehydration clause. Canelo, let's give the fans what they all want to see. And that fight is David Benavidez. Even your potential opponent that's declining to fight you is telling you, don't fight me, go fight David Benavidez. The fans are saying, fight David Benavidez. The Mexican people saying, fight David Benavidez. The Latinos, the blacks, the people from Europe, all the promoters, all the legends, all the Mexican legends from Barrera, from Marquez, from Julio Cesar Chavez, from Oscar de la Hoya to Mike Tyson, everybody in their mama is saying to Canelo Alvarez, fight David Benavidez. La bandera roja. The Mexican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, the Dominican monster. That's the fight that his supporters, real supporters, I'm not talking about these fanboys that just want to debunk shit for no reason. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: the Canelo Alvarez fanboys, I ain't talking about the fans. Listen to me very, very clear, buddies. I'm not talking about Canelo Alvarez fans because I'm a Canelo Alvarez fan, but I'm not the delusional ones. I'm not the delusional ones. The haters, the supporters, the legends, the promoters, the managers, the boxing personnel, the casuals, everybody wants Canelo versus David Benavidez. Badou Jack is unavailable for you, Canelo Alvarez. Demetrius Andre and Jamal Charlo was chopping it up live. They're trying to fight it up. You wanted them to fight somebody, right? You wanted Charlo and Demetrius Andre to fight. Why these guys don't fight one another? All right, Charlo and Demetrius Andre went IG live yesterday, and they want to fight each other. So they off the limits. Charlo off the limit. Andre off the limits. Bivol don't want to fight you. He don't want to come to the 168 and stuff like. He don't want you to come up to the 175. He want to get some strap. You don't want to give him that. Bivol don't want you. Andre is unavailable. Bivol is unavailable. Jack is unavailable. Charlo's unavailable. David Benavidez is available. David Benavidez is available, Canelo Alvarez. So what you going to do? You're going to check your right? You're going to check your left? You want to check your head? You want to check behind? No, mi hermano. Ya, Canelo Alvarez. Vamos a pelear David Benavidez. Y ya, deja con la vaina, ya. Oíste, ya. ¿Qué está pasando con usted, Canelo Alvarez? What happened to the Canelo Alvarez that I became a fan to? That I became a fan of. This particular fortitude. We fight anybody, any place, anytime. What happened to the Canelo Alvarez? Ahora tú estás con ese Eddie Hearn y ya tú no tienes huevo. Eso es lo que es. ¿Qué está pasando con usted, Canelo? Now you with Eddie Hearn and you don't got no balls? Fight David Benavidez. Beat the crap out of him. As a matter of fact, Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez is the underdog. Why there's other people out there that's trying to debate? Oh, yeah. Well, he's going to fight Charlo. And that's a good fight too. Motherfucker, y'all were the same dudes that was saying that Charlo was off 2 years. That Charlo don't deserve the fight. Or now that the heat is on with David Benavidez and David Benavidez has trapped Canelo Alvarez. Now, these guys that were the detractors of Charlo is saying, well, Charlo and Canelo is a good fight. See, I'm a conservative Canelo Alvarez fan. I've been saying all this time, I am cool with Canelo Alvarez fighting Charlo, Demetrius Andre, David Benavidez. All the names that has been linked to Canelo Alvarez, I think it's time for Canelo Alvarez to fight those fighters. But in this community, in this cesspool that I call the YTBC, the one that gets the most disrespected out of any potential opponent for Canelo Alvarez is Jamal Charlo. It got so bad, and the fanboys are so scared. I'm not talking about the Canelo Alvarez fans. I'm talking about the Canelo Alvarez fanboys, the toxic ones, the stupid ones. Those, los patos, los palogatos. I'm talking about them. It's gotten so bad and so fake that now they're saying, well, Charlo and Canelo Alvarez was good. No. Charlo and Canelo Alvarez is good. What does David Benavidez bring to the table? The same thing that Charlo brings to the table. Now Canelo versus Charlo is good. Huh? After y'all he's been out the ring for 2 years. After y'all spend years dogging Charlo, going back and forth with channels that wanted Charlo and Canelo Alvarez. And the fanboys was going at it with all these channels. The debunk army was going at it. What has Charlo done? Look at his resume. Now look, he hasn't fought. He's inactive. He retired. He should get stripped. He ain't shit. Look what he do. Look at his fight versus Juan Montiel. But now, because David Benavidez is in line for Canelo Alvarez, you want to put barricades on David Benavidez, right? That's how bad the Canelo Alvarez fanboys have gotten. As a matter of fact, the Canelo Alvarez fanboys is as bad as the Deontay Wilder fanboys. Y'all should get married. Y'all should get married and have some kids. Bro, Benavidez doesn't have the Moreau fight. He don't have the Moreau fight, man. There is no contract signed until fight week, bro. That's what I mean. It's always a thing. Yeah, they saying what they saying. No, there's no contract signed right now. There's no contract signed right now. I did my due diligence. I went out there. I did my due diligence. I went to the press conference. I went straight. I said, forget about Bud Crawford. Get out the way. Forget about Earl Spence. Get out the way. I want to talk to the guy. I want Steven Espinoza, and I went 3 days ago. So don't tell me anything I don't know. I asked the questions. I asked the direct questions for the whole world to see. Whether you like the question or not, and whether you like the answer or not, I asked Mr. Steven Espinoza, president of Showtime, was the offer from David Benavidez' team an official one, or was it talk? He said it was an official one, backed up by the PBC and Showtime. I don't want to hear this Morel and David Benavidez when I spoke to the man that told me that there's a fucking contract for Canelo Alvarez. And what Canelo Alvarez got to do is look through his email and look through his spam and fight David Benavidez' contract for a potential fight for Mexican Independence Day. Nobody is available right now but David Benavidez. The easiest fight to make, David Benavidez. The most lucrative fight that's on the table that Canelo Alvarez have ever seen is on the table. And people are going to push back and say, well, Charlo was a good fight. I mean, we've been knowing that Charlo was a good fight, but the same fans was knocking it. Savage! Punch, I think Reynoso is protecting Canelo. Why is he protecting Canelo, Savage? Because he's seeing what we're seeing. Savage, that's what it is. He's protecting Canelo Alvarez because he sees what we see, a decline. What is it? Is Canelo Alvarez don't want to fight David Benavidez because he feels like he's going to take his fan base, his Mexican fan base, and he don't want to see that? Do you think Canelo wants 100 mil? I don't know if he wants 100 mil, Charles. All we know is, right, that the offer that's on the table is the most lucrative fight, the most lucrative offer that Canelo Alvarez have seen for one fight. I want to know who's going to be the pathetic ones that's going to be like, no, Canelo Alvarez need to fight this one, and Canelo Alvarez need to fight this one. Everybody wants the same fight. Everybody that's a boxing fan wants Canelo to fight David Benavidez. Whoever you hear in this community try to debunk that, whoever you hear anybody trying to weave away from that fight, meaning that they don't want it. Like, I was okay. I was like, you know what? Canelo Alvarez could face Badou Jack. He'll become a 5-division world champion, but Badou Jack don't want to fight him. So we're moving on from that. Sal said this. Sal said, Canelo can do what he wants. Yeah, he could do what he wants. Canelo Alvarez, sir, Sal, Barajas. Canelo Alvarez could do whatever he wants. Sal, you could do whatever you want. I could do whatever I want. Guess what? That doesn't mean that everybody else is going to like it. That doesn't mean that everybody else is going to support it. So yeah, Canelo Alvarez can do whatever he want to do. But there's going to be some criticism. Either he want to take it, either he want to listen to it, either he don't. Canelo could do whatever he wants. I could do whatever I want. Canelo could do whatever he could say. I could say whatever I want to say. So today, my live is that Canelo Alvarez is acting como un pelagato, señor. How about that? Canelo Alvarez could do whatever you want to do, and I could do whatever you want to do. Canelo Alvarez, if you don't fight David Benavidez, usted está actuando como un pelagato, señor. You're moving around como tú no tienes bola, como tú no tienes cojones. Usted es el cabrón si tú no peleas a David Benavidez. Lo dije yo ahora mismo. Y dime eso, my friend. ¿Ah? Canelo Alvarez can do whatever you want to do. Que haga lo que tiene que hacer. ¿Qué me importa de eso? Si él quiere que ya Josué Vargas le mame el huevo a él también. ¿Qué me importa de? ¿Qué me importa what he want to do? Do whatever you want to do. Huh? If he wants Josué Vargas que le mame el huevo de él, he could do whatever he want to do también. Y vamos a hablar. We could do whatever we want to do. We could say whatever we want to say. I could do a content on whatever content I want to do. Canelo Alvarez, if you don't fight David Benavidez right now, when it's on the table, it's the most lucrative fight, the fight that the fans want to see. Ain't nobody standing in your way. Tú le tienes miedo a David Benavidez, la bandera roja, the Mexican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, the Dominican monster. Ya yo te di pase, Canelo Alvarez. Yo te di pase. Canelo Alvarez is still one of my favorite fighters. One of my favorite fighters. I love Canelo Alvarez. But my love comes with truth. Ain't no fake love. My love comes with truth. ¿Verdad? Cheese, he said, oh, I usually go on from 6:30. I start at 6:30, 7:30, from around that time on the weekdays, really. You know what I'm saying? And I got a good interview coming on Tuesday, and I got a good interview maybe this week. Not an interview. There's going to be an epic sit down this week or the following week. But put it this way, man. We already spoke about this sit down. If this sit down comes to fruition, we shutting down the how you say when you break the internet, but we breaking the YTBC internet with this one. And I'm going to be hosting it. They want to blackball your boy Punch Run Boxing from some of these media pressers and fights. Oh, after this one, y'all gonna understand the grind and the motivation, the inspiration, and the hard work we putting in Punch Run Boxing. Yeah, I usually go from you know what it is, Cheese. I got kids as well, so sometimes I want to put the kids to sleep. They don't go to sleep at the same time, you know what I'm saying? And then so I go from 6:30 to 7:30. From that time, that's when I start, and I ended at 10:30. I think Canelo about to smash. Canelo Alvarez right now, or his team is making him look soft right now, bro. I'm sorry, but his team is making him look a little soft right now. No me venga con otro nombre. No me venga con otro nombre. Ya yo te di, Canelo Alvarez, yo te di ese Triple G trilogy que yo no quería. Tú me diste John Ryder, el pelagato. And you give me a John Ryder. I don't give a fuck about John Ryder. And you give me John Ryder. Huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's it. No more. Benavidez. Vivo, Triple G, John Ryder. That's it, my friend. Dame de Benavidez, yeah. Que ha hecho mucho trabajo. I've been pumping you. I've been pumping Canelo Alvarez. Give me something now, my friend. Give me something. And that performance, I said, man, I thought he was going to take it in 3 rounds. I thought he was going to knock him out in 3 rounds. He won a whole 12 with John Ryder. He said, Buffalo, pause. Yeah. Hey, King, and everybody, I am picking Canelo Alvarez to beat David Benavidez. I am picking Canelo Alvarez to beat David Benavidez. It's not about, no. Don't take it like that, my friends. I got Canelo Alvarez beating David Benavidez. It's not about, no. This is, I'm a fan talking. I'm a fight fan first. And if I love the fighter that, you know what I'm saying, I support, one of my favorite fighters, Canelo Alvarez, I'm going to praise you. But damn it, I'm going to hold you accountable as well. Went through this back. We're going to open about 5 years. Everyone said Canelo never fight. I'm not saying that Canelo Alvarez won't fight David Benavidez. All I'm saying is that when Canelo Alvarez said he wants something, he'll say it. He knows what everybody want to see. He knows who he needs to defend his title in 168. He got responsibilities. And if they wanted to run with the fake promo of John Ryder is the mandatory. No, it wasn't. It was never ordered. He has surgery, so he gets to have a voluntary. So Canelo Alvarez team picked John Ryder. It wasn't mandated or was it ordered? But the same position that John Ryder was in the WBO is the same position that David Benavidez was in the WBC, and they picked John Ryder. If you wanted to, and you want, and look, and he went to Mexico, what would have been better than David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez in Mexico, two Mexicans? What would have been better? And if David Benavidez would have beat Canelo Alvarez, even though I had Canelo Alvarez to beat David Benavidez, wouldn't it be great that if the torch would have been passed, would have been in Mexico? Huh? Wouldn't it be better? Is Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to give? Is it Eddie Hearn that told bruv? Because now he loves Eddie Hearn, bro. Is it Eddie Hearn that have told? And Eddie Hearn was the same guy that told Canelo Alvarez that he shouldn't even be in boxing, that no cheaters should be in boxing. Remember, Eddie Hearn called Canelo Alvarez a cheater. But Canelo feels like Oscar de la Hoya stabbed him in the back. But no, Eddie Hearn didn't stab you in the back. Motherfucker, Canelo Alvarez, you with a fake right now. Eddie Hearn was the same person that feel like you shouldn't even be in boxing. But to shit on your fellow Mexican, Oscar de la Hoya and company, you went with the British. I love my Brits. Is it the Eddie Hearn that said, bruv, don't fight another Mexican. Forget them. Forget them. Don't fight David Benavidez. Don't fight Sudo Ramirez. Forget them. You're one of us. You're one of us, bruv. I have family in Arizona. He isn't a Mexican out there, bruv. Damn. You see how Latinos do this to each other? I trust me. I'm Dominican. I was born here, and I heard, and certain Dominicans used to say the same thing. You ain't real Dominican, yo. You ain't real Dominican. You American. As soon as I'll say I'm American, oh, you don't be representing, right? So now y'all shitting on our own people, your own Latinos, your own Mexican people gonna shit on David Benavidez. But when David Benavidez is wearing los sombrero, right? Huh? When he's fighting everybody else outside of Canelo Alvarez, he's a fucking proud Mexican and the Mexican people love him. But the day that we're talking about Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez, y'all want to strip his Mexican away from him. Ustedes sí son abusadores, mi hermano. Ustedes sí son malos. Right? When David Benavidez is out there pumping Mexico all day long in all his fights, la bandera roja con su sombrero with the flag con la bandera y toda esa vaina, ¿verdad? He's Mexican. But the day that it's time for David Benavidez to fight Canelo Alvarez, now all of a sudden I hear that David Benavidez is not Mexican. Diablo, ustedes sí son malos, abusadores son ustedes, ¿verdad? And then when when Latinos mistreat each other like that, y'all want to blame what? The blacks? Y'all want to blame the whites or whatever? We do this to ourselves. I even saw this shit in baseball. I remember when A-Rod, when they asked him, are you American or Dominican? And he says, I'm American. Oh. But before that, you know what A-Rod used to listen to? He's not real Dominican. He's not real Dominican. He's not real Dominican. And then when he picked to fight in to fight in the American baseball team, other than the Dominican baseball team, when they were going to do the World Classic, they were saying that they was getting at him. The Dominicans was getting at on A-Rod. But yeah, the Dominicans themselves were saying that A-Rod wasn't a real Dominican. So when David Benavidez go out there and fight David Morrell, and they're gonna be is Mexican versus Cuban, y'all gonna be cheering for him as a Mexican. Y'all did that to Oscar de la Hoya. Oscar de la Hoya was a proud Mexican, American Mexican, proud Mexican. The day that he fought Julio Cesar Chavez, then he's a fake Mexican. Ustedes sí son malos, mi hermano. Ustedes sí son malos. Facts. Ese tipo es negro también. Desha. Ese tipo no es mexicano. In the words of the great Showbiz, we love you, boy. Shout out to Showbiz, man. Shout out to Showbiz doing great things. Doing great things. Doing great things. Bass will love you back, my brother. Oscar de la Hoya fought for the USA Olympics. Eso es como, mira, eso es como Andy Ruiz, ¿verdad? When Andy Ruiz, mira, I was doing the press conference. I was in the press conference of Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua. And let me tell you something. There wasn't a lot of Mexicans going for Andy Ruiz. I'm going to tell you the truth. There wasn't a lot of Mexicans supporting Andy Ruiz leading up to the Anthony Joshua fight. And as soon as he knocked out Anthony Joshua, oh, los mexicanos vinieron, aplauso, aplauso, aplauso. No, mi hermano. Y'all didn't believe in Andy Ruiz. No venga con eso de que, oh, the first, comiendo nalga ustedes. Y'all didn't believe in Andy Ruiz. In Madison Square Garden, trust me, I know there wasn't a lot of Mexicans out there for Andy Ruiz. There was not like the only people that were celebrating was the Mexicans in the ring. Oh, yeah. I understand that Benavidez, and this is what it is. This is the Julio Cesar Chavez versus Oscar de la Hoya type of feel. Is the Fernando Vargas versus Oscar de la Hoya type of feel. You know what I'm saying? With the David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. You bet on them. Come on, you bet on them. And Mikey Garcia, he walked out with Andy. No, took the first fight for the nation. And you know what's funny? That these other fighters, they're not devaluing themselves. You know what's getting frustrated? Remember the Canelo Alvarez fanboys always say that this fighter won't payday. This one won't payday. This fighter 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 won't payday. They calling everybody that won the Canelo Alvarez payday. These guys are looking at Canelo Alvarez. You can't buy me. Badou Jack, I ain't stupid. Bavon, I ain't stupid. You need to get back with me. I could fight a Baturbi if I don't need you. That's frustrating the Canelo Alvarez team. They think that they could buy anybody. Canelo Alvarez was pulling a Gervonta Tank Davis. What we was talking about these past, we were talking about the face of boxing. People were saying Gervonta Tank Davis got a lot of people mad. No, he's not the face of boxing. But shit, he's doing what Gervonta Tank Davis was doing to Ryan Garcia. That's what he was about to do to Badou Jack. He was about to do to Badou Jack what we critique Gervonta Tank Davis of doing. He said no one makes millions without Canelo. Everybody makes millions without Canelo. David Benavidez have made millions without Canelo. Demetrius Andre was making $3 million a pop without Canelo Alvarez. Charlo has made millions without Canelo Alvarez. Everybody makes millions without Canelo Alvarez, bro. No, King, it's not facts. That's a lie. Don't enable the lie, King. Chewy is lying. Everybody makes millions without Canelo Alvarez. The fight that we want to see, the names that we have called for have become a millionaire without Canelo Alvarez. Charlo has made millions without Canelo Alvarez. Andre has made millions without Canelo Alvarez. Kovalev made millions without Canelo Alvarez. Let's no. You said facts. Now you're saying different money. No. You acting like Canelo Alvarez changing lives. It didn't change Bivol's life. It didn't change Bivol's life. And so what? It's prize fighting at the same time. If you are the cash cow, you're supposed to. It's supposed to be money. They made millions while Canelo avoided. See, this guy made millions. Demetrius Andre made millions of being avoided by Triple G and Canelo Alvarez because the zone gave him a contract anticipating that they was going to be fighting, that Demetrius Andre was going to fight Triple G and Canelo. So Demetrius Andre became a multi-millionaire by Triple G and Canelo Alvarez ducking. Because they would have never gave Demetrius Andre that contract if he was not going to be fighting Triple G and Canelo. Canelo avoiding Andre and Triple G avoiding Andre made him a millionaire. Multi-millionaire. You can't fight out under 75. I didn't even want to hear the narrative of he was going to go to 100 to 300 pounds. You know why? Because Canelo Alvarez was going to go to the cruiserweight to fight Makabu. There was no rehydration, no catch weight. Talking about Makabu. But now we're talking about Badou Jack, and now we're talking about 20 pounds coming down and all that. It's because you know that Badou Jack will probably whoop his ass up there. And y'all not seeing that. Y'all not seeing that, bro. I don't want to hear that Canelo Alvarez, he was going to move 32 pounds up. Yeah. No. He was going to go fight Makabu. They petitioned for Makabu. They was going to fight Makabu without no rehydration, close, no catch weight. And because it's Badou Jack, because he's credible now, and they know that he could box, let's drain him. The fuck out of here, man. Come on, Canelo. If you're going to go up there, go up there. I don't expect this shit from you, Canelo. I don't expect this shit from you. Now you don't want Bivol to come back down to the 100. Let Bivol come down to the 168 and fight for your titles. It's easy to go up there and lose and come back down. So you telling me that Canelo Alvarez will go back up with his titles, fight Bivol, lose to Bivol, and then come back and still be undisputed? Nah, man. Nah. I love Canelo Alvarez, but you ain't going to be playing these political games like that. Fight David Benavidez, bro. Fight David Benavidez. That's it, man. And I'm not even saying David Benavidez is going to beat Canelo. I got Canelo beating David Benavidez. You telling me now what's going to happen next? A lot of people talking about, Canelo Alvarez might fight Edgar Berlanga. That's what Canelo Alvarez is waiting for? To see what Edgar Berlanga going to do versus Jason Quigley, and then go to Madison Square Garden and fight Edgar Berlanga in September? And then motherfuckers going to tell me the other fighters, well, what these other fighters has done for? If what? I better not hear. Remember this narrative, folks. I don't want to hear that if Edgar Berlanga beats Jason Quigley and Canelo Alvarez gives an opportunity to Canelo Alvarez give an opportunity to Edgar Berlanga, and there's gonna be fans that are gonna be like, well, that's a good fight. That's a good fight, you know what I'm saying? Edgar Berlanga knocked out Jason Quigley. You know who knocked out Jason Quigley and broke his jaw? I better not hear that Berlanga and Canelo talk from the haters. At least I'll hear it from the people that has kept it consistent. He said, "I go with like Berlanga like Rolly." Y'all gonna support Berlanga versus Canelo? If he fights Berlanga and doesn't fight David Benavidez, he's a quack, mother effing quack, bro. I'm gonna watch the fight. Matter of fact, I go to the Garden. But let's be real. Look, I'm gonna say the truth. It does not take nothing away from his legacy. He's still a future Hall of Famer. But if he fights Berlanga and doesn't fight David Benavidez, he's scared. He's scared of David Benavidez. I'm gonna say it like that. If he fights Berlanga, doesn't fight David Benavidez, let's just call it for what it is. Él le tiene miedo. Yeah, le tiene miedo. I don't want to hear, well, Canelo Alvarez fought everybody. No. Canelo Alvarez knew who to fight to. Bivol was not known for power, so he know that going up there, he was not going to hurt him. He didn't go up to fight Beterbiev. He know that it was good for him to become an undisputed versus Caleb Plant, but he ain't trying to fight the Mizan Andre, the one that probably got the heaviest bag in 160 and 168. The heaviest bag. He said, stop it. No. Fight David Benavidez y ya, deja la pendeja. Ya, deja la pendeja. Fight David Benavidez y ya. Maybe it's that. He lost a step. He's declined. He don't want to fight David Benavidez. Le va a hacer daño. Yeah. If he fights anybody less caliber than David Benavidez, I won't call it a duck if he fights Bivol. I won't call it a duck. I promise I won't call it a duck. If he fights Berlanga, duck. Duck tails. Duck. The mighty ducks. It's my opinion, though. My opinion. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a short one, this is a short live. I was gonna do the Regis Progress fight, but I'd rather talk about it later and stuff like that. Spend a little bit of time with the fams. Everybody that shows support, love y'all. God bless. God bless. Tomorrow we back at it. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We back live. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.